Okay, Linda, if you want to start the meeting.
Right, off we go then. So, first item on the agenda is appointment of vice chairman. Now, this was raised at the last meeting by Councillor Newman, who unfortunately isn't here at the moment. Do we want to wait for Councillor Newman?
Yeah, I think probably if we leave that till the end of the meeting.
Yes.
Shall I give you the apologies, Linda?
Give me, yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We've got Councillor Noel McAvoy, who can't attend, and then we've got co-optees Neil Goodall, Andrew Walker, Derek Heap, Andrew Stringer, Neil Hodgson, Robert Donovan. So we just have Mike Tetley here representing the co-optees.
Yes, representing Higher. Yes. I wonder if possibly 2 o'clock is a bad time for some of the co-optees. I mean, I know Andrew Stringer does work, so.
I think partly it was to do with the lack of planning on the agenda as well. I think that was the main item.
Probably, yes. Yeah. It often is, isn't it? So.
Would we like to do police and community safety issues, councillors?
Well, we can do while we've got PC Sergeant. Sorry, how do we pronounce? How do we pronounce your name?
Oh, myself, it's Sartre.
Sartre.
It's a bit French.
It was French. Right. Do you want to go through the police and community?
Yeah, I'm not Mark Dibb, PC Mark Dibb, as you probably have realised. I'm just standing in for him because he's on rest day today. But I'd like to introduce Kinga, who's a new PCSO for Barrowford. So I'll let Kinga.
Yeah. Hi. Okay, so yeah.
Can you come slightly in a bit, please, and then we can see you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's better.
Hello.
Hi. Now we can see you.
So yeah, I'm the new PCSO for the area. Very new. So I'm still learning about the area and getting to know what real issues are. But we've got a list of things that we will be bringing up.
Can you hear us okay? Yeah. Can everybody hear us?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. Yeah, so one of the main issues at the moment, and we mentioned this in the meeting we had the other day, was the speeding on the bypass.
Yeah.
Which we've had a lot of reports regarding this in the past few weeks, even a couple of months. It is definitely a top priority at the moment. There's been a rise in drug usage and people gathering in areas such as Barrowford. So that's something I've been concentrating on quite a lot recently, the past few weeks. And then a few weeks ago, when the weather was really nice, obviously there was the issue with Barrowford Park, where youth were gathering in massive groups and causing a lot of nuisance. So they're really the main three things I can think of that have been really, that we've had a lot of reports about. And then looking at...
If I just jump in a second, I know that Mark Dibb obtains crime figures for you on a monthly basis and makes a comparison to the year before on that particular month. Now, unfortunately, the person, due to being short-staffed, and the person that normally conducts those figures, researches them, is on rest day. But overall, looking at the repeat patterns, we're in Barrowford, they're more or less the same, or they've gone down. The only thing that's increased month by month usually is ASB in comparison to last year. So I don't know if Mark Dibb, PC Mark Dibb's touched on it previously. I've had a quick look just prior to the meeting on ASB from June this year compared to June last year, and it has increased again by about 14, I think. But having said that, we believe that's down to COVID. I don't think, on the whole, crime has been down, which is really, really good for us because of the COVID situation. On the flip side, the ASB aspect has increased dramatically in all areas, not just Barrowford. But the reason for this is because people can easily breach COVID, especially youths congregating. Simply congregating in small numbers would generate an ASB call to us. The residents have been quick to ring us for quite insignificant breaches or suspected breaches, and that's why we've had a dramatic increase in ASB. Although from a police point of view, there hasn't been a lot of ASB in the area at all. It's COVID related, which we've tried to tackle in various aspects, in engaging, explaining, encouraging the groups to go back home, etc. And as a last resort, to enforce fines, which very few have been issued. The other thing I'll just mention as well, or I'll pass to Kinga again, is that we've got a new initiative going on called Lancashire Talking. I don't know if others have heard of it. It's an online system where we're asking residents or whoever, councillors even, to sign up. We need basic information, name, address, email address, contact number, and it's a voluntary system where people can be informed about what work we're doing, and also there's an opportunity for residents to have an influence of what we should be spending our time on, i.e., for example, if there's an ASB hotspot in a specific area of the town, then those residents can voice that concern, and our patrols can be more directed specifically to certain areas. Also, it's a tool. It's still new to us, so we're still going to have to learn how to use it, myself and Kinga included. But also, if there's, like, say, a problem with burglaries one particular week, we are able to send a brief email out to the contact list in a specific area. It's not going to be sent to everybody, just relevant areas, that there's a burglar in the area, keep your eyes peeled and be vigilant, etc. Sorry, I was going to pass to Kinga then, but I've stole the glory.
No, it's fine, yeah. So,
well, how do residents get in touch with you about this initiative?
So we've only just had the training on this very recently. So it's like today, for example, most of my morning I've spent out in Higham knocking on doors and signing people up. Now, this will take a long time by the time everyone's signed up, because there's thousands of people that need to be signed up first. Well, once we've got a decent amount of people, we can start working with that and sending those messages out. But it will take a while, but it is a really, really good and useful tool that we'll be able to use. And every 3 months as well, everyone who's signed up will receive an email with a survey that will ask them, what are your top issues in your community? And they will be able to point out their top issues, and then it will put it, get everyone's answers, put it into one, and then we'll see what the top issues are, and then we'll be able to then try and solve those issues, and then we'll be able to get back to those people and say, right, well, this is what you said and this is what we'll do. So it's going to be very, very good.
Yeah, it sounds good, So
just
good luck with it. And
excuse me, Chair, Councillor Turner wishes to speak.
Yeah, Councillor Turner.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the report that we've had, and it's good to see the numbers of crimes going down, but that is obviously, I think, a lot dependent on COVID, and it has certainly reduced because more people have been staying at home. However, as far as Lancashire Talking is concerned, could I suggest that perhaps contacting the local Scouts group and other local organisations like the Scouts, they may be able to circulate the details. I have them come by email but I'm sure that other people equally can have them by email, and by contacting the Scouts and other community groups. There could be a far greater extent of email addresses on which to exchange. The suggestion of a rise in drug use in Barrowford is concerning. It's very concerning. And could I ask, how big a rise is it? Is it located predominantly in one area, or is it moving around Barrowford? And if so, are they people that are known to utilise and deal in these filthy things, or is it a new idea, a new collection that's coming in? If so, we need to take great exception to it, and all of us try and stop this happening, so as not to get it infected with any of the children that are around here. An increase in ASB, yeah, you're talking of again coronavirus, and I'm sorry, when one sees that we've got a Prime Minister who can encourage people to abuse the rules, we can understand why people have got the attitude some of them have got. Now, as a result of that, can I just find out about the drugs, and also what the police's idea of contacting community groups for Lancashire Talking? Thanks a lot.
Yeah, of course. So with the drug use, there's been a big issue on one of the car parks, which is the Lower Clough private car park.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of reports that it's going on there. So over the past 3 weeks, I would say, to a month, I've been patrolling that area at least 4 or 5 times every time I'm on duty. And we've got registration plates of the cars which are involved. I went and so the residents, the local residents there have been keeping me informed of when it's happening, what's going on, and like I say, you know, I've been keeping my eye on things. But then a couple of days ago, one of the lads who was taking part in this, it's young Asian males are coming in from other towns, such as Colne, Nelson, and they're gathering there because they just see it as a bit of an area that's, you know, an easy area to use, because the car park, it does look a bit outdated, and like it doesn't, you know, it just seems an easy place. So they drop they keep litter in there as well, which is another issue that we're going to deal with. But they dropped a receipt which had one of their names on it. So I went round to the house yesterday, to one of these lads' house, and I just informed him that we have got all the details, registration plates, etc. And if it carries on, we'll be going down the route of searching the cars, and taking things that bit further. So anyway, I just asked him to spread the word to his friends as well, and explain that I don't want to see them there again. So hopefully that will help that, and that will end that. But if it does carry on, we'll be taking it a lot more serious, and we'll be doing those things.
Yeah, there has been a lot of problems in that area, and they're coming actually from Wheatley Springs, a lot of them, apart from coming from Colne and Nelson. So
yeah,
as you say, it is an open space, and
yeah, but that's it. They just see it as like the perfect place where they think they're not going to get caught. But it's good that we've got the support of the residents who have been keeping us informed, and so yeah, we'll try and end that problem.
Could I just ask a question on that one? As you have identified at least one person and been able to visit their residence, why did we not, if we know what they're doing and we're aware of what they're doing, why on earth did we not just go in, have a good look around, and pick them up? I can appreciate what you're going to say. You want to get the bigger stick. They're just the lackeys in it. But also we need to get them well warned as to what the implications are going to be. Because I've got no sympathy with them. I have a simple way to address anyone who's dealing drugs. I think they should have an exercise by being extended by the neck for at least 15 minutes.
I don't think it's necessarily as simple as that, because I don't know all the ins and outs. I don't even know the car park in question. But just because there's a receipt on the floor with someone's name doesn't necessarily mean they were doing drugs there. They could have been quite a simple innocent bystander. So you've got to work with it with what you've got.
Yeah.
I accept that. I just thought that the PCSO had actually intimated prior to that that you were aware of the actions that they were taking, and you were aware of this particular person being a party to it. Obviously, if we can establish it, and I can appreciate the benefits to getting the larger members of their group engaged as well. But likewise, I'd prefer they go to Calne. Well, no, I wouldn't, because my granddaughters live there. I'd prefer they go down to London and not stop around here, please.
Yeah, of course. No, I understand. I understand that. So, like Andy just said, it's not as simple as just getting them. We wish it was, but until we've got real evidence, or until we catch them doing it red-handed, then we can do something about it. But for now, I just thought that approach would give them a good warning, and hopefully that will deter them from doing it in the future. But if not, I did warn him that it would go down that route, and to spread that word as well to his friends. So,
Chairman,
just
to let you know, Chairman, that Councillor Carlo Leonti has dialed in. So, Carlo, are you there?
I'm still here, but I can't see no image.
You can't see anything, no, don't worry. So we can't see you either, so.
No bad thing.
Anyway, thank you very much to the police.
You're welcome.
It's always nice to have you here, so.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I hope Mark enjoys his time off.
I'm sure he will.
We'll pass the message on.
Yes.
Hopefully next time he'll be present, but you never know. You might be unlucky enough to see himself again.
Well, we'll be very pleased to see you. And thank you for coming and joining in.
No, thank you. And hopefully we'll be able to meet face to face.
Well, this is the idea. It's much easier, so.
Yeah.
I think I do have one or two other problem sites for you, so, but don't worry.
Okay, well, just, you can get in touch with me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to take my mobile number or...
Could you give it to Joanne, please? And
of course I will.
Yeah.
I will do.
I'll take it there's no further questions or anything for us.
No, I think that's it at the moment, thank you.
Okay.
But if we get your contact details.
Yes, I'll pass them on. I'll pass my email over and my contact number as well.
Could I ask, Madam Chairman, that the contact details are in fact passed to other members as well, please?
Yes, certainly. Right, thank you. Public question time. Do we have any members of the public lining up for questions? No, we don't. Right, thank you.
Do you want to do declarations of interest, Linda, as well?
Have we not done that? Yeah. Declarations of interest. Does any members are reminded of the legal requirements concerning the declaration of interest? Does any member have a declaration of interest? No. Thank you.
Would you like to deal with the appointment of the Vice Chairman, Chair?
Well, yes, it's a bit difficult with the shortage of members.
Haven't got enough.
Do you want to defer it to the next meeting, Linda?
I think it might be an idea because we haven't got Councillor Newman.
Okay.
Who, as Councillor Newman did propose. It was his suggestion, so I would prefer not to do it without him.
Are Councillor Leonti and Kent and Councillor Turner in agreement with that?
Yeah.
Well, we need to make a
Yes,
It's time we need to make a decision. We need a second member now. Okay, I agree to that.
you agree to that we leave it till the next meeting. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Councillor Turner, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Because we are a little bit short of members, actually. So. Minutes to approve and otherwise minutes of the meeting held on the 10th of June. This was another of these meetings. So.
Move.
Thank you. All in favour?
Aye.
Aye.
Turner.
Yes.
I'm in favour, so yeah. Right.
You know, we've been.
Planning issues. Are you in favour, Councillor Leonti? Can you hear us, Carlo?
No, I can't see nobody. If I can hear you, that's fine.
You can. Oh, that's all right. We can't see you though.
Oh dear.
Carlo.
That's me.
Yeah, it's all right. I couldn't hear you.
I said it'd be nice, to be able to see you people, but I've tried twice. I can only hear you. I can't see no image.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you okay.
Oh, that's fine, but it would be nice if you could see us as well.
I'm trying on the other screen, but anyway, it's okay.
Thought it was only me that true with technology.
I did follow instructions, but somehow it's been going wrong down the line.
Right, enforcement action.
Madam Chairman, coming on, if I may just interrupt, coming on from what Councillor Leonti has just said, if I can appreciate the difficulties that he's having, because I also had difficulties, and I'm astounded with them. What I would suggest is if this is going to be an ongoing situation, I would not be objectionable if everyone else is okay. If Carlo Leonti wanted to come to my home, we could use the table that I'm sitting at now with the link at the far end, and we could both sit on either sides of the table, and we would be socially distanced for future. If he can't get on normally, I'll be quite happy to do that.
We can have a word with Councillor Leonti at the end of the meeting and see what the issues have been.
Yeah.
And try and sort it out for next time.
To be honest, we never had this problem before. I had a meeting the other day, it was okay. And a previous meeting was okay, but for some unknown reason, I've not, something's gone wrong. But it's okay, I can listen and I can make comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do the police still want to stay in the meeting, or if you
may leave?
I've just noticed that.
Yeah, I was just hanging on. Sorry, I was just hanging on in case there's anything further, but there's nothing further. Then
in case anything exciting happens.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope we'll see you the next time. If not, we'll see Mark, hopefully. So.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
See you out and about in Barrowford.
Yeah. Nice to meet you all. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye bye.
Enforcement action, Chair.
Yes. Spenbrook Mill. That seems to be
there forever.
Permanently there, doesn't it? The land in the field, Wheatley Lane Road fence.
Sorry, there was a slight update on that one. We were told that the owner hadn't complied with the notice. They're waiting for courts to list the matter for a hearing.
Right.
So they cannot issue the summons at this stage, but obviously are waiting to do so.
Could I just go on for Spenbrook, Madam Chair? Could I mention just Spenbrook?
Yes.
I came past the other day and I feel sorry for the people that live around there. The road was full of mud and sludge. It was horrendous. They just seem to do what they want down there. awful.
Yeah, there have been a lot of complaints about
Yeah, it must be. It's awful.
the contractors.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think poor Catherine Hughes is spending all her time dashing up and telling them off.
He seems to do just what he wants to do. I mean, he's trying to get planning for a development on Barrowford Road, and it's a listed building, but yet he started working on it without any planning or anything. I did actually manage to get it stopped, but he seems to be one of these gentlemen. If he decides he wants to do it, he's going to do it whatever happens.
We can keep up the pressure on him, which I know that New Church Parish Council are doing. So,
Councillor Turner's indicated wishes to speak, Chair.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Listening to Spenbrook, can I just ask Mr. Walker, what is the possibility of us serving an order on him, which will ideally stop work until he amends, or alternatively that we can actually engage a cleaning firm to clean the road and recharge him with the costs?
I'm sure that would be something based on the planning requirements. I would need to seek advice from colleagues in planning and come back to you on that, Councillor.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, David. And roughly Dab's house.
Yeah, the only update I've got on that is simply just say that the order should have been complied with by the 10th of May, and officers are yet to get there to check due to obviously COVID-19 restrictions. So I'm sure they'll get there soon.
And unfortunately, we haven't got the representative from Roughly here today, so I can't give an update on that. Right, financial matters, the capital programme. Now, obviously, because of the lack of meetings at parish council level, there haven't been any bids in for funding from the capital programme. So possibly once parish councils start meeting again, we can remind them. It is normally at this meeting that we do decide.
Chairman, the parish councils have been asked for bids, and they should be here in time for the August meeting.
Oh, that's smashing, thanks. Yeah. So hopefully at the August meeting we can decide on our capital programme. But can I just remind parish councils, it is capital. It cannot be used for revenue funding. Because we have had this in the past where it's been revenue bids.
Madam Chairman,
yes.
Could I just also ask, this capital programme, it is not only parish councils. We will be on another agenda item looking at high streets and high street benefits. Could we also realise that when we are looking to benefit the high streets and to bring the multitudes back into the high street, that perhaps the members concerned in engaging with retailers and other businesses in the location may also bear in mind potential possibilities of them being able to offer encouragement to businesses in the local area.
Well, we do have the Barrowford Premises Improvement Grant.
I know, yeah, 3,000.
3,000, which actually has not been allocated this year because there's been no bids in for it.
Yeah.
Which has happened quite often in the past. You know, the funding is there and people are not bidding into it. So we'll see what happens at the next meeting, whether we are actually going to allocate more money towards that or not.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Sorry,
right.
Chair, there's an item about the allocation of some funding. Do you want to defer that to the next meeting?
I think we will when we discuss that. Yeah.
It's only 200 quid.
Right, reopening of Barrowford Town Centre. I know the economic development team have been round and they've talked to a lot of businesses, mainly retail businesses in Barrowford. In fact, actually, they were taking photographs. So, and they have provided help and advice to quite a few businesses.
Madam Chairman,
Yes, Councillor.
may I request that we perhaps set up a working group predominantly of the 5 elected members who are then required to liaise with the parish councils that they're in connection with, and we go out also with the economic team or independent of the economic team to try and see if we can find avenues in order to generate more footfall into the town centres, and to bring ideas of bringing residents from on the outskirts into the town in order to spend some pennies that are desperately needed by retailers in the town at the moment.
Well, I'm sure we can all do this individually. So, but as I said, I do know that the economic development team have actually done a leaflet. You know, they've done it for not only Barrowford, Barlick, Nelson Cone,
Yeah,
Abbey, etc. They've done a leaflet which I understand that they are delivering to every household in the area. So hopefully that will. I mean, I know a lot of the outlets in Barrowford are using things like Facebook to indicate that they are open for business. A lot of it's also going to be word of mouth.
yeah, okay.
Environmental blight.
There are no problems reported.
No
at this
problem.
moment in time.
No problems. I don't believe
No
that.
problems. If I need to rephrase, then there are no existing environmental blight sites actually listed. There is a definition.
I'm sure we're all going to dash out from this meeting and find some. So.
It does say, I was just going to say, if any new sites could be reported to either Tricia Wilson or Julie Whittaker, so you can just send an email. Yeah.
Okay, Chair.
Thank you. Anything else, ladies and gentlemen? No? Well, I will close the meeting now, and thank you very much for your attendance, those who are here. And
thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair.